was doing a stock of the week this Sunday. I was posting some two trades that I did, and because of things that I thought I need to be more details, I thought to dedicate this 15-minute session today to stock selection plus story of those trades. Because again, when you have a process and when you have a schedule of routine, these are the way that trades come, and even the best trades. So this is what I'm doing every pre. And as you can see, for Friday, I kind of got like 3 and 3 stocks, and I will explain. The first 3 were my main candidates. And why is that? Because when I'm preparing the pre, I like to put some information that actually guide me and point me to where I'm feeling comfortable, where I traded, where is my playbook. So for example, on NTNX, immediately when I saw lots of almost 80% institutional, pretty low float of shorts, I learned the stock, what's the average volume. The R volume was really good. What's the ATR? Immediately that one got me to one of my best playbook that you saw me post in here, and trade like this, definitely I'm sizing it much higher risk. And in order to get the idea, and we're going to go to the charts, I'm actually writing myself the support resistance, and sometimes I see inflection point, if it's going above that level, I know that's point me to which direction. Again, just because it fit my A plus trade, it doesn't mean that that's what the stock do. Maybe it will, break the low, and this gap down will continue. So you have to be open-minded. Now, MU after the earning also was a good candidate for me. That was a second day momentum, and also KMX. These are pretty famous stocks, and what's happened is, the retail can trade it immediately, whatever. If I want to see what's the institutional, sometimes they need to make some, decision, whatever. Sometimes they can take them a day or two. So just because there was a good momentum, I'm not leaving it. I want to see the second, even the third. So that was those MU and KMX. TAL, it's from the educational China, so I'm watching it also like a second, third day momentum, because EDU was kind of rising up, and I want to see, you're going to see the chart of TAL was pretty extended, and again, I'm writing myself the level for the pre, and open mind, a resilient mindset. I don't know in advance what's going to happen. VRNA, again, also second, third day momentum. You're going to see the chart. Spoiler, that was the trade that I missed. I did a great trade, but that was the trade I missed, like everything was there. And RSLS is something that I suddenly discovered, reverse split. What's happened with those stocks, sometimes, I don't know, the last 10 days, they get crazy. Buyers coming, whatever. And I wrote myself the 6.8. You're going to see again the chart. That was the inflection point. And again, after I see that MU and NTNX are really good for my candidate, I like to use this side, and taking the volume, taking institutional, in order to know why it's important to me to know, because I want to see immediately what's happened. Suddenly the volume immediately jump, or if the volume is jumping, basically the ATR is not relevant, because more volume, more ATR. So, but again, when you have those information in front of you, your decision can be much better. So in TNX, that's the way you prepare. You put the pre-market levels, you have the information, and of course you put the 1 minute chart. Just a second. And the day begin. Now, what does it mean the day begin? You start watching the tape. So you have the first bar, and definitely you can see that this is the high. You can see 3 bars, so definitely you add the 2590 to the list. Now, see what happened. It's kind of under the view up and gets to this 120, one of the levels from the pre-market. And now, if you're aggressive, and I'm sometimes a little bit aggressive, you just take something here, some position, small one. Stop is here just to taste it, but basically here, that's the level from the even from the level from the pre that you actually start to build in your position. 25.30. Stop is under the V up, and definitely when you actually start seeing the volume here and everything start to line up above the high of the first, 1 minute, you just bull, and definitely you can see this is where you aim for at least, because there is a huge gap. But see what happened. Look at the trend of the stocks. This is how the way you actually manage the trade, and then what's happened here. Side move, definitely you need to take off, and the more we're talking about the first out, you have 1, 2, 3, 5 candle. Start even moving to the 15. Definitely here you're out, because after this huge momentum, definitely you start seeing that the volume start to decrease, the volume down. So that was this one. Now let's go back to see the MEU. It's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to take a few minutes to rant. But now, what are you going to do to get better? Will you turn that frustration into fuel to do the work? That will make you a better trader. Our answer will be seen in your future P&L. I'm welcoming you to join me on live one-on-one mentoring. We're going to trade, we're going to analyze, we're going to build a plan in order to cause you to be a better trader than you are. So MU pre-markets, we have this level here, and we have definitely those levels. You can see immediately that as the market open, immediately we just tasted the low of the pre and boom, all the way up. So basically let's take off the pre-markets. So now it's pure trading. And basically when you have good support here above the VWAP, you have a good stop here, start building position, and again above the high, and you have this level here of the high of the day before. That's the way to do. And again, as you can see here, good formation, then boom, that's it. The rhythm is changed. You need to be out. So I was talking with you about trade that I miss, Verna. So what's important, Verna is looking at it on a big scale. So this is Verna on Thursday, this is Verna on Wednesday, and this is on Thursday. So basically this was the trade here. above 22.25. So if we just zoom in right now to Friday on Verna, 22.25, see what happened. Good support of the VWAP, huge volume, so it's not just Amir was prepared, everybody was prepared, amazing. And again, what I want to show you is how when you have those levels, when you prepare in advance, how it makes sense. 20, 22, 25, 22, 30 are not just numbers, are numbers with meaning. So when the stock is getting there and then you can see this, you know that it should happen. And we were talking earlier about TAL from the sector video. You know, good volume. And again, TAL, if we put it on the pre-market, again, same old story. This is the low of the pre. This is the 9, what was the pre? This is the high. And you, as you can see, immediately as the market opened, boom. You can just, if it's break the low, boom. And I'm sometimes doing the trade on the first minutes because you can see the inflection point here immediately. With a huge volume, you don't need more than this, you know. Under 980 and phenomenal. So trade happen, guys, and if you prepare, trade have reason. And regarding to this one, RSLS, it didn't break. Didn't break the, nothing happened on these stocks. You remember the 680 was the number from the pre, so I actually put automatic orders, but 679, nothing happened. If you have any question, guys, feel free to write under, and I definitely will answer each one. So main focus going forward. The quality of your day depends on the pre-market details preparation. The more you get details, the more you can get better results. Pre-market is a great time to get to know, understand, and even plan. I really, when I see, and you saw in the NTNX, even on the pre, I can manage and I can build a plan, and I'm not saying imagine like I'm living in a dream. I can see and I actually know the points and I can actually see what the potential. You must have a resilient mindset upon inflection point and upon direction. You know, just because it's a gap down doesn't mean that it's continue down. Just because it's a get up, it doesn't mean that it's going to go up. Trades can be over very quickly when you have a good preparation. Really, sometimes like 2 3 minutes, or sometimes you need to wait, sit on your hands for the right moment, and sometimes you can do a trade, still keep the chart of those great potential trades, stocks, and second part of the day, you can trade again. When you talk, you just repeat what you already know. When you listen, you allow yourself to learn something new. Dalai Lama. And we need to crash our limited beliefs.